This is iGaze Gamer, and today Forrest is going to show how he uses Photoshop. So we're going to work through a little tutorial, and first thing we're going to do is open up a file called Model 1571-42-297. And it's going to be go up a level. Okay, in composites. Composites, right there. That'll be all right. So open up model. Okay, we're giving you a full screen video record today so you can see all of the mouse clicks and the effort that we have to go through for us to use his eye gaze and make his selections. We're going to alter this photograph by putting a fancy headdress on her. So the first thing we want to do now that we've got this is open is we're going to you need to drag the other file Betafish into this. Okay, so call up your file menu. Yep. It's going to be composites, the middle one. No, not that one. The middle one. Okay, and we're going to pull out Betafish. Then you're going to have to click and drag. Okay, so we've dragged this around, and now we're going to select the Move tool.
Fish.
That's a Betafish.
Fishly.
Fishly. Challenging thing, this is Photoshop Creative Cloud. And the challenging for Forrest on this is that the icons are very small. So sometimes it takes a couple of tries before we get things right. Now, do you want to watch that part again to see what you got to do? Okay, we're also following along with a little video on a different laptop. All right, I'm working on it. Okay, so we got that. Bring that in there. All right, there he is. It's your Move tool. Show transform changes. Turn it over. All right, so we're selecting the Move tool. Okay, and Show Transform Controls is already selected. So you're gonna turn the fish upside down, basically. Yeah, I think you gotta maybe double click it. Yeah, now you can turn it. No. All right, you got to turn them all the way over. All right, keep going. A little further. Okay, we're doing this in real time so that you can get an idea of the effort that it takes to do this with eye gaze. Forrest is kind of a perfectionist when he's working on this stuff, and he takes his time. So it is quite a lot of effort to do this with eye gaze, but if that's what you've got to work with, that's what you do. Okay, just a little teeny more, a little bit more of a nudge. Get that, the nose fish, the nose of the fish down on her nose, I think. Okay, and maybe move it, now maybe move it to the left or the right just a little bit. Yeah, a little too far. Right there, that looks great. Okay, now we're ready for the next step. And the next step is going to be fish ear, hover, let's see, drag it. Now we're going to right click on the fish and choose warp and experiment with dragging to reshape the fish into something that looks like a headdress. And when you're satisfied, hit to return.
Fishly hair.
Fishly hair, yes. All right, so we want to right click and choose warp. And warp is down there. Okay. So you can drag parts of the fish. Probably want to cover up her forehead with the fish. So we're going to drag that right side of the fish so that it covers up a little bit. That's pretty good. Maybe pull from the bottom of the fish's mouth up to the right just a little bit. Okay, right about there. And pull it up a little teeny. Well, you could probably do it from there. You want to do it from there? Okay, that'll be all right. All right, now it's time to blend the two layers so they look like a cohesive single image. So you select the fish layer and click the Add Layer Mask. So we've selected our fish layer is already active. So we're going to go down here and add a layer mask. I think it's that one right there. Yeah. Okay, so we've added a layer mask, and now we're going to let's see, select the brush tool and make sure the foreground color is set to black. I think that got moved a little bit, so you might want to. Okay. Yeah, the brush tool. That's not the brush tool. The brush tool's right there. That's the eyedropper tool or the crop tool, not the brush tool right there. It's not showing up on camera. I'm trying to give help Forrest out figuring out where some of the tools are. So now we're going to get a nice soft brush, and we're going to make it about 300 pixels. And we also need to set the foreground color to black. All right, so I'm going to go up here, select your brush tools. Okay, this is the next one over. Okay, so we want to do a nice soft brush. So maybe a soft round one here. Okay, and we're going to make it 300 pixels. Okay, so now we got that. All right, now we want to make sure that the foreground color is set to black. So the foreground color is down here. Okay, foreground color is set to black. Now, I think before we start painting, I think you might want to move the fish over to the right just a little bit. Nudge it over to the right. Too far. There's nothing easy about doing Photoshop with eye gaze. Do you need help? Yeah. All right. Forrest is asking me to give him a little hand, so I'm just gonna move it over here about like that. Is that good for you? Okay. So I just do a little fine adjustment, and I'm gonna also help by selecting this and say fit to screen, so we make it a little bigger. Okay. So the next thing, now he's going to go back and select the brush tool again, and we're going to be ready to try to blend this in. So you want to watch we're going to go back and check our tutorial video again. So you did the warp. Alright, now you've got the mask, got your brush. Soft round, change it to 400, All right, so they took out a little of the edge. Now they're taking out the head of the fish. Okay. All right. So you know what you're going to do? Okay. Brush tool. All right, your brush tool is selected. So you're going to take off some of this black edge of the fins around the top, and then we're going to erase part of the fish out of here. It might be more than we need to take out. I think you want to go up above it, because if you click it from there, it's going to take too much of the fish out. We might need to make our probably need to cut down on the size of that brush, definitely. I think that's way too big. So go back to up here. There. Next to it. Very difficult to make some of these small selections. Okay, so we're going to change the size of the brush to make it a little bit smaller and give us a little finer control. Try to avoid erasing the whole thing. Okay, so all right, you can try that 124. Okay, so we want to take off some of that black edge of the fins there. Yeah, and just move it along the edge there and try to get rid of some of that. Click and drag doesn't always work super well. Looking pretty good. All right. Good, good. All right, so when you can do a little bit more of that if you want to, or now let's make her look a little less fishy. And go back and cover up the part that's over her eyes and nose. Or get rid of the part that's covering up her eyes and nose. The layer mask tool in Photoshop is very cool. It lets you overlay an image and then make parts of it transparent so that it reveals what's below on the next level. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of cool looking. I like that around her eye. Maybe take a little, I don't know if you could leave that part around her eye because it looks really cool outlined, but maybe take off some under her on her cheek. Do you like that part around her eye? I think it's kind of cool. There you go. And then work up towards her ear a little bit. Just maybe one more time. Okay, I think that looks pretty cool. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna add another fish and keep going with that. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. You're going to go back to your file folder and pull out another fish. All right, we wanted the not adjustment layers, we wanted the composites. We wanted the middle one. Let's close. I'm assisting a little bit just to speed things up here. All right, so drag out another beta fish. It's already selected. Just grab them and pull them out. All right, now we're gonna go back and look at our video again and watch the placement on that one. Okay, so they rotated that one with his head up. There. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, and maybe pull him down just a little bit to the left and down just a little teeny bit, just so we get some more of her cheek showing through. Okay, you like him there? Okay, Forrest is happy with that. So now we're going to make another layer mask on that row. All right, that's selected. So we want to make another layer mask. No, we don't want that right now. Okay. Yeah, a little square right next to the FX. Okay. So now we go back to our brush tool, and we're going to take another quick look at our tutorial here. So basically we're going to take out almost all of the fish on that part. Okay. So you get your brush and just paint out the fish on that. And the brush tool is up here. All right, brush tool is already selected. We're going to use the same settings that we had last time. So just go ahead and paint the fish out until it looks good. looking good. Getting there. Okay, you want to get that little, show that little swirl around her ear a little bit more, maybe. Okay, maybe get some more of that out. Yeah, maybe hit that one more time. I should take that out. This piece right there. You still got a little bit of this coming through here. Line right there. Yeah, and up here. Okay, good. It's up to you. If you do you want to try to get rid of that little blue line right there down her cheek? You don't have to. It's up to you. If you're happy with it, you know, I know. Okay, so we're pretty close to being done with this here. It's a little quickie how to composite images in Photoshop with eye gaze.
Girl. Fish girl.
Fish girl. All right, everybody, are you happy with that, Forrest? Okay, Forrest says yes. So I think we're going to wrap up our video here.
I see you later. All right, about now.
All right, that's it for Forrest, and I'm Forrest Dad. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.